all the coaches, recruiters, and schools that may have recruited me throughout my high school career, but I only could pick one of you. And with that being said, next year I will be playing at the University of Alabama. Roll Tide!
Coach Nate Oates and the Alabama men's basketball team continue to find success this season on the recruiting trail. This afternoon, they picked up a commitment from three-star standout Darius Miles. Miles is a 6'7" swing guard who played at the IMG Academy this past season. He averaged 12 points and 2 rebounds during his senior campaign. He is the third top recruit that is committed to Nate Oates in the past 2 weeks, joining Keon Ellis and Josh Primo. The three-star guard choosing Alabama over Boston College, Memphis, and Minnesota.